Wild boars are no longer just a rural nuisance. They've become headline news. In recent weeks, alarming reports from across the US have revealed a surge in sudden wild boar attacks on unsuspecting locals, triggering a wave of public concern. What's driving this aggressive behavior? Why are these animals appearing closer to human settlements than ever before? Determined to find answers and help control the threat, our hunting group packed up and headed deep into the rugged mountains of Anatolia. Here, where the forests run wild and the stakes are high, we're about to confront a growing menace face to face. Using our GPS tracking app, we swiftly closed in on the fast-moving signal, likely a lone wild boar. Moments later, just as predicted, a large black boar with coarse bristles emerged, charging toward a nearby water hole. With split-second precision, we fired. The shot landed clean, and the animal dropped immediately. It was a perfect start. While this may seem like a rare stroke of luck, wild boars in the US, especially in states like Texas, are estimated to number over 2.6 million, and their movement patterns can often be tracked with surprising accuracy using modern tools.
Olay bit.
Vallahi kamera çeksiniz abi. Buradan görüyoruz ama siz daha iyi.
Encouraged by the early success, we continued our ascent up the mountain. Following our formation strategy, we released the hunting dogs, trained to flush out and corner aggressive boars. The sharp barking echoed through the underbrush, signaling an encounter. I advanced with caution, rifle gripped tightly. Then, without warning, a massive boar crashed out from the brush, aiming straight toward us. Instinct took over. I squeezed off several quick shots. It dropped instantly, a clean takedown. But there was no time to relax. Another round of barking erupted from the opposite slope, and we knew the hunt was far from over. My teammates, Chad and Mark, pushed through thick vegetation as they closed in on another target. These high-tension moments require absolute focus. Chad dropped into a firing stance, carefully lining up his shot. Then it happened. A boar charged straight through the tree line. One precise shot later, the danger was over.
Sağa.
These unpredictable bursts are exactly why wild boars are considered one of the most destructive invasive species in the US, causing over $1.5 billion in damage to crops, livestock, and property annually. It's not just about the hunt, it's about managing a serious threat.
Güzel.
We didn't stick to one area for too long. Wild boars are highly adaptable and constantly on the move, especially during dusk and dawn. Suddenly, a new sound, barking again. We froze and scanned the terrain. The dogs were driving another target toward us. As the noise grew louder, I readied my rifle. Just as expected, a boar broke into view. I took the shot, and the coordination among our team ensured the boar was neutralized before it could escape. Experience and teamwork are everything in this kind of hunt, where every second counts and every move could mean success or failure. Later in the afternoon, a quick rain swept over the forest, forcing most of us back to the rally point. But Chad stayed behind, patiently scanning the clearing. That patience paid off. Just as the rain eased, a boar stepped out. With steady hands, he fired a single clean shot. The animal dropped where it stood, its dark figure silhouetted against the wet forest floor. These moments reflect not just hunting skill, but a deep respect for nature's rhythm, something that only comes with time, patience, and countless hours in the wild.
What am I going to do? So I look at the boar, I try.
Last week, our worst fears became reality. An outbreak of African swine fever swept through several local farms, wiping out entire herds of domestic pigs and causing over $10,000 in immediate losses. This highly contagious viral disease, known for its near 100% fatality rate among pigs, spreads rapidly, often carried by invasive wild boars. These animals, which number over 6 million across the United States and continue to grow due to a lack of natural predators, are not only destructive to crops but also act as silent carriers of lethal pathogens. For us farmers, watching helplessly was no longer an option. It was time to respond, with urgency and precision. Before dawn, we assembled at the forest's edge, farmers, hunters, and our loyal dogs standing shoulder to shoulder. The plan was simple but dangerous: push the boars out of hiding and intercept them before they could slip away again. As soon as the dogs were released, their sharp noses locked onto the scent trails, and within minutes, they had flushed the first group from a thicket. The boars came charging toward us in panic, and with no time to second guess, every rifle was raised. The moment crackled with intensity. Gunfire echoed through the trees, scattering the herd like leaves in the wind. Amid the chaos, a massive boar broke ranks and came barreling straight toward us, a chilling reminder of how unpredictable and aggressive these animals can be. We opened fire, and though it was hit, the beast kept coming until its strength finally gave out. It slid across the forest floor, wounded and winded. Our dogs closed in to finish what we started. Boars may look slow and bulky, but many can reach speeds of 30 miles per hour and possess razor-sharp tusks capable of inflicting serious harm. That close encounter only strengthened our resolve to press on and prevent further outbreaks. We advanced deeper into the forest where thick canopies made spotting targets difficult. But our dogs stayed relentless. More boars burst out from dense underbrush, their black bristled backs slicing through the foliage like shadows. These weren't just animals fleeing danger, they were bold, battle-hardened survivors.
Coming.
Some resisted fiercely. It took multiple rounds to bring down the strongest ones. I remember pulling the trigger again and again, sweat soaking my brow, until one finally collapsed. These creatures, often weighing over 250 pounds, don't go down without a fight. But every down boar meant one less threat to our livestock and livelihood. Not all of them were careless. The leader of the herd proved far more cunning, choosing stealth over chaos. While the rest panicked, he slipped silently into a brush-covered slope. From my position on a ridge, I spotted the subtle movement, just enough for a clean shot. I aimed at a vital zone just behind the shoulder and fired. The bullet hit its mark. The boar staggered, lost balance, and tumbled downhill. We quickly regrouped, splitting into smaller teams to cover more ground and cut off potential escape routes. Every rustle now held meaning. Every second demanded focus. Suddenly, a group of boars emerged, calm and unaware, likely thinking they'd outrun danger. But that complacency was their final mistake. There was no hesitation. One by one, we took them down with clean, well-placed shots. The threat that had once carried disease and brought devastation to our farms was now subdued. As we made our way back, David spotted movement near the tree lean, a final straggler. We predicted its escape path, flanked it, and executed the takedown flawlessly. That last chase was tense, every step a gamble. But in the end, we walked away victorious, not just as hunters, but as protectors of our land.